and go for it. Just allows them to salve back up under tower. And we can take a quick look into some of these other lanes. I know I've been peeking top, and it's been a similar story here with pulls and D-wards and camps being blocked. And it looks like the Dark Willow trading with the Ench. Pops the Fairy Fire, but is going to lose that fight. Pasha will come in to trade at least. Courier survives as well. So 1 for 1, but first blood going to So Bad.
Much better for Ench, but I don't think you're unhappy if you're not.
So completely dodging the lane like you were saying earlier on, just not wanting to face the Weaver. Going and doing other stuff in behind.
He was playing against him for a little while, but as the levels go up and Weaver hit 5, he's just like, yeah, I'm just gonna go behind tower now.
Well, Emergent trying to tank things up in the mid lane. Does get brought down by Malorine, but the trade is there. Pari Parni brought, again, another support, the additional firepower they needed, while Depressed Kid, he pops his stick, has a Fairy Fire. But this Chakram and Whirling Death, the damage from the Timber Saw, it is substantial, and So Bad is the one to take him down in the end. And Malorine just keeps on going. He's not going to stop. Another Chakram, but Dream, the Soul Rip heals him back up.
Honestly, the rotations from the supports and Pasha have... He's not far behind Timber. He's only 500. I think Timber's really struggling. He's not that tanky.
Yeah, I mean, he's being burst. He does get himself back into the trees. Depressed Kid very deep, but has the Remnant to get back safely to it, and Heaven dies. The Lifestealer getting involved, his armlet ready, so he's available to munch onto this Undying and find a double kill, and straight onto the tier 1. Even with the Carty here, they've got plenty of little skellies with the rally. And no glyph for the Radiant either. Pari Parni, they don't want to give this up without a fight though. Tower down, but Malorine in trouble. Oh, the Infest saves him up. The Timber Saw's fine, so he can turn and fight now. Back into Pasha. Hellscream trying to stance up and control the Ember Spirit. Depressed Kid, he's got a Remnant. And again, out of the grasps of Nemiga.
You know what, Gary? Brutal death.
Yeah. Ah, that's madness. Oh, Depressed Kid. Okay, grabs the regen. There's an infested Batrider nearby as they do smoke up on Pari Parni. So maybe now this is the time.
We're smoking, but where's our... Okay, so Weaver needs to kind of connect to mid if they're going to take this fight.
And they do launch out the Lifestealer, just blow up Immersion, and it allows the Batrider to get the lasso on the Willow. A couple of hits, but the Shadow Realm comes. Malorine says absolutely not. My spill damage will clear through you, and Depressed Kid potentially as well. Yulzed up as Patch's BKB unleash the trample in onto the Lifestealer and pulverize him down. Aegis claimed up, and now Malorine might be the one in a little bit of danger. Hellscream will get back to high ground, but not before Depressed Kid finishes him off. Oh, So Bad with the Orchid. Slow down the Ember Spirit, and Lifestealer opens up again. Diving tier 3, thinking about going for Pasha, but does want to just chill and go back for the tier 2.
Yeah.
Difficult times ahead, but they will attempt another smoke, this time with the Weaver. Without Pasha in the smoke, he's going to be the one that will try and lead the charge. Nemiga kind of ready for this. If they'd stayed up on that high ground, So Bad will scout it out. Does get off the Nature's Attendance, but Depressed Kid with his BKB and that trample from Pasha straight in through the backside of So Bad, and this Sleight of Fist nearly killing off the Earth Spirit in the back. Depressed Kid and Pari Parni, they've sensed that there's a bit of weakness from Nemiga here now. They do lose their Undying, and an Impetus shot flies all the way across the screen back towards the Ember as the onslaught will give a bit of a distance for Pasha to recover and remove himself from the grasps of the Timber Saw. Depressed Kid still with a Remnant. Does pop his one just so he could have moved back, while Coma and Heaven fighting with his Weaver Lifestealer. Vazia caught up with a Cursed Crown. Depressed Kid back in. Infest will save the down the staircase, and if they'd just been standing there, they would have had much better chance, like Timber Saw breaking the smoke. As Malorine does get run at, even by his own base, but he chains up towards his tier 3s. And Depressed Kid, not even going to bother pressing his BKB, knows that it's time to bail, and Heaven left all alone. The Dark Willow stranded. Well, the rolls keep coming though. Silence and the kick. Now the BKB, but the lasso controls him. No Remnant out just yet, so Depressed Kid getting bashed up and controlled will die. The physical damage overwhelming him.
That was a really big shame. Primal Beast, when he onslaughted in, he accidentally knocked this game, so now it's actually kind of even. They're just gonna smoke again.
Yeah, it feels like whoever gets that first glimpse of vision, if Immersion can get a high ground tombstone, that's going to be a big problem for Nemiga as well. Oh, they're going to walk straight into them. Glimmer Cape, Immersion, straight up towards high ground, but he's silenced and killed before he can cast a single spell. Now Pasha blown up as well. Oh, Ember Spirit lassoed back into the waiting arms of Lifestealer, who picks up a double kill.
Oh dear, that was terrible. That was...
It's like you were saying yesterday, the kind of team spirit strat, right? Place a high ground ward, play under that vision, just wait for your opponents to come to you. So very good read of that smoke coming in. But they orchid up this Timbersaw. Tanky Boy gonna Yules himself, try and get away from danger. Hellscream doing the same thing, rolling to high ground. And now the Tombstone being brought down by Bat. They've cleared out a lot of the team fight potential from Pari Parni, but they do fight back. Both supports brought down. And Dark Willow trying to terrorize this Mallory and Timbersaw with the infested Lifestealer inside him. Now ditching.
Guessing, can they contest? Maybe.
Wait, Timber has no stacks though, does he? That's always a problem.
That's true, but there's no Tombstone. And there's no BKBs.
Oh, but Bat Rider, no, you can't be doing that. Silenced up, no BKB. Gem's going to be dropped. Claimed back by Pari Parni. And Mallory still considering going back in. Roshan, 3,000 health remains. Depressed Kid and Coma sitting in the pit while Pasha, oh, he's ended up on the high ground. And this gets Lifestealer straight onto a target that he loves to munch on, but that's allowed Pari Parni to claim the Aegis. Giving it to Coma. And falling back to their own little ancient camp. Immersion, 2 hits. And an Orchid on this Lifestealer. Always silenced up. Can't get off the rage. The bashes, the turnaround play. It was potential there for a comeback, but Lifestealer down and Mallory. Is he going to escape from this? He's being controlled so beautifully. The roll back in.
Play for you do just see Nemiga like swing bot and just push that in because they can't take that. You're not worrying about anything. Then no smoking back to top. Ember left a remnant, right? This could be a terrible fight.
And they're still going to try it with that lasso jump on Pasha. They find the Primal Beast, but who's next? Aim for Immersion, the Glimmer TP. Is that enough? No, not against the Lifestealer and the Chakram.
Nice.
They'll find the Tombstone as well. They had that high ground sentry to give the vision they needed.
But you have to deal with this tower that they can glyph, and they are glyphing. Meanwhile, Nemiga's already going for mid. Your high ground's being threatened. They have taken the tower. This is... Yeah, TP back. Power Rangers TP. Let's go.
Yeah. Base in danger. Lasso comes in. Dark Willow glimmered up, but a lot of damage from that Timbersaw, just shredding straight through it. Well, Pasha BKB's pretty early on. Wants to blink aggressively in towards the edge. Pulverize cancelled by the bash of Lifestealer. And Nemiga still thinking about this turnaround, but the double damage Ember Spirit offering a lot as he chases in towards Vazia. What have we got left? The Batrider's BKB is ending, and the Skadi Slow should be enough to keep tabs on him with a double for Depressed Kid. They defend their base, fight back, and now they're swarming towards additional heroes because the zombies are chasing. The zombies gave vision of the Lifestealer. They're moving towards Timber in 5 seconds before they really feel comfortable fighting again. Emerging can go straight forward towards the pit as Roche dies, and Depressed Kid, he grabs it. Remnant's back in. Kiritich does take the cheese as the first life of the Ember Spirit is claimed. Hellscream in there with the Magnetize and the kill on the Weaver. The man to the time lapse gets him away. Oh, scraping past with his life, barely. Depressed Kid with his BKB. Charging away from this Lifestealer as Nemiga, even up against this Aegis, able to do the work, but Timbersaw, there we go with a little Cyclone out the Stormcraft, getting away from the Orchid. Kiritich, unable to really stick on a target. A struggle of the Lifestealer when he's not infested in someone. Now maybe not as scared to just use it straight up to initiate the fight. And they're coming in through the base. Depressed Kid, he's got Lincolns and BKB. Vazia has to use his first one there as he does lasso Pasha, refreshes up, focusing the Primal Beast and blowing up Immersion with that Earth Spirit and Timber. Tombstone down and onto the Weaver they move. Oh, the Enchantress, the Untouchable. They do burst through her in the end, but it took a little while longer than they would have liked. Oh, Hellscream with the silence does catch out that Ember Spirit, allowing Kiritich to close in on the Undying. They want Depressed Kid bad, though. Rages up to get away from the chains, bashes him and stuns him. Down he goes for a minute and a half. Coma. What can he do with this Weaver? Nothing but run. Shikuchi back. Hide away in your base. While Dark Willow trying to terrorize this Timbersaw away. Nemiga not stopping, though. Roaring up to this high ground, looking for another set of barracks. Still 3 heroes alive, and there's no buybacks on Undying or the Ember Spirit.
Feels like they just don't have the damage anymore to kill anyone. the diamization is rough. They tried to do nice things, like Shivas.
Well, they're going for a last-ditch attempt here on this lifestealer. Maybe they do have the damage.
Okay.
There's the Bloodthorn. Thanks to Pasha's pulverized initiation. Now Malorine, what's he got left? No Yules, no Stormcrafter, just a Timber Chain down to low ground. He can't dispel off the Cursed Crown. So Pasha with this uproar and a bit of damage from Coma, a lot of damage from Coma, finds a dominating streak. They've lost a lot of buildings, Sheepo, but they're fighting back.
Okay, alright.
Even though he's at half HP, he can stand his ground and fight, while the Press Kid chasing into the back, aiming so bad, and a good Gleipnir there from Coma. Trying to catch up to this lifesteal, the Glimmer Cave, no reveal. Kiritich saved up by his squad, but Pasha's back in again. Pulverizing the lifesteal, trying to focus him down, but he's got the rage back up, and they turn onto Coma with a bash. Hellscream tries with the Magnetize to get the silence in towards them, and they switch targets quickly. Blow up the Depressed Kid Ember Spirit, who buys back Snap Decision to Remnant into the fight again. Dark Willow trying to close the gap into them as well, but they've turned on Depressed Kid. His buyback turns into a dieback. And Nemiga with 5 still alive. So bad on the runaway. Hellscream will return with the Enchantress. Everyone's buying back. Pasha being hounded by the Kiritich lifestealer though. A pulverized. Any damage coming? A triple kill for Coma. Weaver still pulling it out of the bag. The Gleipnir and the Bedlam. They're killing the lifestealer. Oh, he gets the infest. Timbersaw there to save the day. As Earth Spirit, you've got to be careful with your lives now because they're coming back in with some heavy punches. Malorine and Kiritich aiming Coma, but he can't get any more spells off. He's dead with no buy. Pari Parni without their 2 heavy hitting cores and a 4v2 and a GG straight up call.
Oh my god, what a long fight. This was exactly what we talked about, the buybacks. Like, I think everyone except Lifestealer brought back on the Nemiga side, just bringing more and more people to this fight. Eventually you'll win. God, Parni put up a really good fight though, seriously. Weaver, when he finally got involved in the game, actually was doing quite a